And as we emerge from quarantine, a lot of Americans are anxious to travel again. Joining us to talk about post-quarantine travel and some of the changes we should be aware of and steps we should take as we plan our travels is a local expert and member of the North American Travel Journalists Association, our friend Troy Pretenbrink. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Maureen. It's great to chat with you.
Great to chat with you. A lot of people have a lot of questions. You know, everyone's gotten stir crazy. We want to start traveling again. But you're saying there are really some things right off the bat we have to know. What's the first thing?
Yeah, well, I think that, as I just reported, things are changing quickly, and how we traveled before is definitely not how we're going to travel now. I think one of the things that we're going to have to look at as travelers is what's your level of risk? What are you willing to accept? And for a lot of folks, what we're hearing is, you know, they want to reduce their risk, but they still want to travel. So a lot of things around staycations. People are thinking, I don't want to necessarily rush off to the airport. Maybe I'm going to go to drive markets. So we're seeing things like that happening. The other thing that people are doing is like, how do I reduce my interactions? So some of the things I'm recommending is, you know, get those apps for the hotels where you can check in without having to go to the front desk. Have the app for the airline so you can have your boarding pass. You don't have to go to the machine and touch the machine. So there's things like that we're going to see. And then again, for those drive markets, you know, instead of flying to Vegas, maybe I'll drive to Atlantic City. You know, so those are some of the things that we're going to be seeing. The other thing I want to ask you this real quick, and I know I'm hopping ahead a little bit because I know a lot of people had plans to travel before this shutdown happened, and so now they've been given either vouchers, etc., you know, to fly, say, like in 6 months. What do you do with that? I mean, I fall in that category, so I'm curious from a personal perspective. I mean, are we going to be able to fly? Will these airlines refund our tickets? That's a great question, Maureen. I mean, we certainly saw some of the issues already with some of the flights that were canceled. The original policies, you would get your money back. The airline said, well, we're kind of changing that policy now. We're going to ask if you take a credit. I'm seeing things happening already where folks were originally given a 60-day credit, a 90-day credit. Now they're being given a 2-year credit. I think the concern about that is you really need to be careful because the policies may change and may change quickly. And some of them may go retroactive, which is unfortunate. So I think that's another one of the key points I want to make. People need to be looking at those policies and looking at that fine print.
Does insurance matter?
Well, insurance definitely matters, but we saw again, fine print, pandemics often excluded from things like that. But that's where you want to look at things like cancel for any reason. And that's a key thing that people should know. That's a CRFA. Oh my God, I'm completely blanking on that. But cancel for any reason. But those are the things you want to ask for. But even those have limitations. Oftentimes, the money you get back is only 75% of what you put down. So those are some key things I think folks should be doing. And expect changes to happen quickly. You know, the policy you were just talking about with JetBlue, with the mask, that was something that literally came about over the course of just a couple days after that video went viral, those packed airplanes. Now we're seeing that across the industry. In other places, we're seeing some of the airlines are asking you to wear gloves. Emirates Air won't let you take carry-on. Those are all things that you're going to need to be aware of before you book your travel.
Exactly, Troy. Unfortunately, we're out of time. But you know, you're also saying don't expect them to give you hand sanitizers and wipes. Bring that for yourself for the duration.
Pack your own, and don't expect that same level of service either.
Okay. Where can folks get more tips from you, Troy?
Just head online and you can Google my name, Troy Pretenbrink. You can find me just all over the place, or you can follow me on social media. I am the Gay Traveler. All
right, Troy, as always, it's great to see you. Thanks for the tips.
Hey,
always very helpful.
Maureen.
Have a great Sunday.
You too.